Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. So for today's episode, I want to talk about a free agent that the Miami Heat potentially are interested in signing. Not sure if it's going to work from a number standpoint. The Miami Heat do not want to be a first apron team. So this player could put them over the top in terms of the first apron. And the Heat don't want to get penalized for being a first apron team 2 years in a row. So not sure this is likely, but still a player that is a interesting player that the Miami Heat are potentially linked to is Gary Payton II. So Gary Payton played with the Golden State Warriors most recently. He's been on the team for a few years now, won a championship with them back in 2022. So won a championship with Andrew Wiggins, who's on the Miami Heat currently. He is the son of the glove. Gary Payton Sr. won an NBA championship with the Miami Heat, helped them win their first NBA championship in 2006 as an older veteran. He was like 37 years old. Playing off the bench, hit some huge clutch shots against the Dallas Mavericks. I believe game 5 or 6 or game 5 in overtime. Gary Payton hit a huge left-hand layup. So he's not the glove. Gary Payton II is not nowhere near where his father was in terms of his all-star capability and had the same career as his father, but still, he's a solid player, known mostly for his defense. With the Warriors this past season, he did have a good year. His numbers are not going to fly off the table, but averaged 6.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, while shooting 57.4% from the field, shooting 32.6% from 3 in 62 games. So not going to put, again, a ton of stats on the stat sheet. He's not going to stuff the stat sheet, but what he's known for is, like his father, his defense. So he's a free agent right now, and according to Evan Siddery, he said that the Miami Heat are a team that would be interested in signing Gary Payton. There's other teams that are interested as well, the Bucks, the Lakers, the Suns. And so he is one of the best remaining defenders in free agency, and for his cost, he's going to be very helpful for a team that is looking to win. And so he is one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. He is one of the best point of attack defenders. So he's played a valuable role in his 9 seasons in the NBA, again, helping the Golden State Warriors win a championship in 2022. He does shoot better from 3 than normally in his career. He's like 35% from 3, even though he was only 32% this past season. So he is hopefully someone that could be a 3-and-D player, but it's mostly not going to be focused on that 3. It's all about his defense. And if you look at his defensive rating last season, he had a 109.7, which is pretty damn good when you consider that Bam Adebayo had a 110.3 defensive rating last season. So he is elite when it comes to defense. So the only issue, again, is we already have Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell is younger by far. He's 26, and he's a better scorer than Gary Payton. He shot lights out from 3 with the Miami Heat in a small sample size after he got traded to the Miami Heat from the Toronto Raptors. So it is a little redundant, but Gary can play like 3 positions. He could play small ball, wing, and he can come off the bench, and you can put him in lineups with Tyler Hero, with Norm Powell, with Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware. Like, that's going to be a very good group defensively to hide Tyler Hero and even Norm Powell, who's not the worst defender, but he's not the greatest defender. But anyway, I think Gary Payton II is a solid player. He's one of those glue guys, essentially, that's going to pour his heart out on the floor, and he's going to try to lock up the best perimeter offensive player. So he is someone of value. If you can get him for the veteran minimum, then of course you need to do it. Otherwise, I don't think he's worth it if you have to pay 5, 6, 7, 8 million, which is I think what he made last season was close to 8 million. So if he's willing to take a pay cut, then I would be interested in stashing him on the bench, because you know there's going to be a lot of injuries. Every team suffers injuries. So having depth, and especially one of the better defenders in the NBA on your roster off the bench, what do the Miami Heat have to lose again if it's a veteran minimum salary? So let me know what you guys think about Gary Payton II. Do you think we should sign him as a free agent? Let me know in the comments. Thank you again.